Good morning to all of you. Welcome back to our course Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So our today's topic is data frame in R. So in last lecture we have started a topic called as a data objects in R. So till now we discussed about five different data objects that can be used, such as vector, list, array, matrix and factor. These are the various data frame that we have discussed in R. But today we are going to discuss very important very important data objects in R, that is data frame. See, we have seen that whenever we are dealing with the matrices, we need to store a data of a same type. That means either numeric data or it's a character type of data. But suppose we want to deal with a mixture, different kinds of data, such as character data also, numeric data also, logical data also. So in that case you are going to use the concept of data frame. So I can say that data frame is a very simple architecture available, or a very simple data object available in R that can be used whenever you are dealing with the data sets, because we know that whenever we are dealing with a data set, that data set consists of n number of columns and their values are there. So in order to store the values of different types, at that time this data frame can be useful. So what is data frame? Data frame, it's a simple table, or you can say it's a two-dimensional array like a structure which stores your data in the row column format. Okay, just like a table. In case of table, what we have set of rows and set of columns. Suppose you want to store your data into a simple row column format, then you can use a data frame, because mostly we observe that your data set sometimes present in the CSV file, sometimes present in the Excel file, so it will be very difficult. So you can import that data set by using a data frame. So most of the time data frame is used. So whenever you are dealing with a data set, in order to store the data set, or in order to import a data set into your programming environment, you are going to use the concept of data frame. So data frame is a two-dimensional array like a structure. In this case, column represent the attribute names and row represent their respective value. For example, suppose I am storing the information of a student. So in that case I can say roll number is a column name, 1 2 3 4 5 6 so on. These are the row. This will represent the row. So there are few characteristics of a data frame that you need to understand. That the column name should be non-empty. That means always it's important to specify the column name. Whenever you are dealing with the data frame, you require column name. Column name should not be empty. Then row name should be unique. Then data stored in a data frame can be of numeric type, factor or character, or any other type. It may be a logical. That's why I told you that data frame is useful to deal with multiple kinds of data. Then each column should contain same number of data items. So these are the few characteristics that you should know about the data frame. Now we'll take a simple example to demonstrate the concept of data frame. So here I am creating a data frame for storing a student information. So here what I have done, I have just created a three vector. I have created a one vector for roll number which is of numeric type. Then I have created another vector which is of type character, or you can say string, where I am going to store the different names such as Ram, Shyam, Lakshman. These are the names. This is a vector of name. Then I can create one more vector of a branch. It is again a type of character. So I have just created this three vector. First vector is for roll number, second vector for name, and third vector is for branch, because I need to store the data of a student information. Then using a data frame function, data.frame function, you can create a data frame. So student underscore info is a variable where I am going to assign this data.frame. In the data.frame I am going to assign these three vector: roll number, name and the branch. And suppose you want to display all this information in case of R, simply you just print student underscore info. So in this way you will get a output. So student roll number is a column, a name and branch. These are three columns. 1 2 3 is a value, Ram, Sham, Lakshman is a value, CSC, IT, etc is a again value of a branch. So in this way you can create a simple data frame which consists of number of columns as well as number of rows. But suppose you want to access a particular column of that particular data frame. How can you do this? By using a data frame variable, I can say student underscore info is a data frame variable, and then dollar sign student underscore roll number, because I want to access only one column, that is student roll number. So that is also possible by using a data frame variable. So in this case my data frame variable is a student underscore info. Then next one is, suppose I want to know how many number of rows are present in my data frame. So this is also possible by using the n row. So you can do this n row in bracket student underscore info. So student underscore info is a data frame variable and n row is a function which help us to get the number of rows present in my data frame. Then suppose you want to know how many columns are there in my data frame. This is also possible by using ncol function, where you need to provide data frame variable. So by using this two, n row and n column, you can get the number of rows present in the data frame and number of columns present in the data frame. Suppose you want to know what are the names, what are the different names of a column present in the data frame. Then how can you do this? By using names as a function. So names is a function which requires data frame variable student underscore info. So it will give me a names of column. So what are the different names? Student, roll number, name and branch. So this output I will get. Then suppose you get the structure of a data frame. Okay, so in order to get the structure of data frame, you need to use string function, str function. So suppose str in bracket student underscore info, you will get such kind of output. So here you get the output as student roll number 1 2 3, the data is displayed. Then in case of name, it is going to make use of factor. We already seen factor is used to categorize your data and get the labels. So here Ram, Sham, Lakshman, these are the names are there. Then similarly for branch, you have different values, CSC, IT and etc. So in order to get the structure of data frame, you have to use the function called as a string. Then one more function is available, that is a summary of data. If you want to get the summary, summary includes what? It's a statistical summary, and nature of data can be obtained by applying summary function. Suppose I need to suppose I applied summary function on a data frame variable. What is the name of data frame variable? Student underscore info. What I will get? I will get the output like this. It will show what is the minimum value, what is a maximum, mean, mode, median, then column name, column values. All these information will be displayed by using the summary function. Now next is how to extract data from data frame. Suppose you want to extract the specific column. How to extract the specific column from the data frame? So in that case you can write this simple command. Result is another variable. So data.frame, I need to fetch only roll number and the student name. I don't want to fetch the branch of the student. So this is also possible. Means you can fetch a particular column of a data frame. So that is also possible. So this is what a simple example. So data.frame in bracket student roll number and name. In my that particular data frame, total 3 columns are there, but here I am fetching only 2 columns. And after printing this result, I will get this output, student roll number and student name. Now next one is, suppose I want to add a new column. Okay, suppose I want to add a new column to my data frame. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. You just add the column vector using a new column name. So how can you do this? So student underscore info, that is a name of a data frame variable. Then $CT is a name of a new column which I want to add, and then vector Nagpur Pune, this is a name of a value that I want to provide in case of a city column. And then suppose finally I print the data frame variable, I will get such kind of output, roll number, name, branch and the city. City is a new column that we have added. That means in case of a data frame, you can add a new column after creating the data frame. So in this case what I have done, initially I have just created a data frame called as a student info. It consists of only 3 columns such as roll number, name and the branch. but later on I need to add a CT column. So that is possible by using this particular syntax. So this is what an example which demonstrate you how to add a new column into a existing data frame. So I hope you understand the concept of data frame. So in this lecture we discuss about what is data frame, how to create a simple data frame, how to get the specific value, how to get the number of rows, how to get the number of columns, how to get the summary of that particular data frame, how to just fetch a particular column from the data frame, and finally we discuss about how to add a new column into a existing data frame. So I hope you understand the concept of data frame. So data frame is a concept very useful. It is used mostly whenever you are dealing with a data set, whenever you are importing a data set from CSV file or Excel file. Thank you.